Welcome to a rainy day in Bali. Got my cup of tea, and yeah, thank you for all coming along and being with us on this little journey. Haven't done a video like this before, so yeah, doing something different. Seeing as though we've been on a hiatus from YouTube for a bit, not from traveling, but from YouTube. So I thought I'd bring you on a little ritual that I do every day. Yeah, come out and hang out at the front of our villa. It's actually not normally this busy. It's crazy. It's just a quiet little road. But yeah, there's a few bit of activity out here. This is the old old age tradition of stooping. uh, and for those of you who don't know about stooping, it's when you come out the front of your place and sit on a step and stoop. And you come out and enjoy getting lost in the world without engaging in the world. Perfect for me. But I was just so sick and tired of all the screens. iPad screen, computer screen, phone screen, TV screen. So I wanted to get away from all that for a moment and just have some quiet time. Just chill out. I mean, it's a really cool location, really cool view. It's a really easy place to stoop. But yes, wanted to bring you along. With it. So I thought, I sort of wanted to kickstart the YouTube journey again, and bring you all along with us. It's a shame, really, that I didn't start this sort of sooner, because we went on some really cool adventures at the start of the year. We went to Vietnam for 2 months. That was sort of my stuff up. We were meant to go for 3, but I didn't do my visa properly, so we only stayed there for 2 months. But it was such a cool 2 months. We went to Ho Chi Minh City, or Saigon, and actually we sort of we stayed out of the city. It's probably about 45 minutes to an hour outside the city. And it's such a cool street. Like, it was quite wide and tree-lined, and we sort of walked about 20-minute walk to a really cool vegan cafe. So it was so cool. We sort of been told about how intense Vietnam and Saigon can be, so we sort of chose to stay a bit out. We probably could have stayed longer there, really. Every place we go, we think, oh, we can stay here forever. And then we went to Da Nang, and we didn't realize it was Lunar New Year, so it was like super busy. But we were lucky enough to get on our flight, and where we stayed in Da Nang wasn't on the beach. It was sort of at the back a bit, more towards the river than the beach. But it was so cool, like such a cool little unit. And downstairs from us was this little veg restaurant, and had vegan banh mi. It was so cool. And then we went to Hoi An for about a month, and that was great. We loved Hoi An. Could easily stay there. We always talk about going back to Hoi An again. Heaps of vegan food for us. That was great. Yeah, it was so cool. And actually, we didn't actually when we were in Da Nang, we weren't too sure where we were going to go next, so we sort of let it up to the fate of the universe, and we put all these names, places we wanted to go on a piece of paper, and just randomly pulled one out, and it was Busan in Korea, and just loved it. We loved Busan. We love Korea, so um, yeah, we could have. I mean, we just got one. We just got like this little unit for a month, and then we ended up staying there for 2 months. Um, we actually had a different plan organised. We weren't meant to come to Bali so soon, but we ended up, we ended up sort of coming a little bit sooner than we thought we would. We sort of had another trip in mind for Korea, and going to stay a bit longer and stuff. But yeah, it was really cool. And we're always talking about going back to Korea, so we might have to take you on those adventures as well. But I sort of thought we would talk about sort of what happened last year, why the hiatus in the YouTube channel occurred. So last year, we'd finished Jeju, which we did the videos, and then we went to an island, sort of like an island off an island in Thailand. And even then, where we were on this island was the only way you could get there was via a long tail boat. So we didn't sort of realise. Oh well, we did sort of know things were going down, but obviously not as quickly as what eventuated, what eventually happened. So anyway, we're on this island, and I just had to get back home, and so I said to Moo, like, it was just that morning actually, we booked our flight, and I said, we need to go, I need to get back home, and we booked our flight, and everything lined up, because if we missed one of the transportations, we would have missed it all and wouldn't have gotten back in enough time. But we had to get like our long tail boat at 8 in the morning to take us to a ferry. And then on that adventure, that was like really intense. And so then we got our ferry to Samui, and then from Samui we caught our flight to Bangkok. And actually we had our bags stay at our hotel in Bangkok, so we had to get a grab to pick up the bags and bring it to us at the airport. And it's like a 40-minute drive, and the guy was like at the airport was like, no way you're making this. But we stayed strong, and we got our bags in the end. And yeah, so we jumped on the flight, and actually we had to get another connecting flight. And then once we got there, had to drive 2 hours, and like we were back home after about 2 weeks. I just sort of snapped out, and I'm like, oh, what are we doing here? Let's just go. Like, it wasn't about running away or anything. Like, we had things situated differently back home. Probably would have stayed, but like, we had sort of packed up our lives before last year, and so we didn't have a base or anything. It was just sort of easier to keep going. So, fuck stuff it, let's just keep going. Actually, it's funny. I sort of say it seems harder to go back home and set our lives back up again, rather than it's easier to keep going. Which is so strange, because when you start your journey, it seems so hard and intense, but once you've been doing it for a bit, it seems like that's just life now. And so we've sort of come back on this journey, and we wanted to sort of bring you all along with us. So I've been sort of, and I wish I had have sort of, as I said, I wish I had started the YouTube channel up when we started our adventures this year, but I just I just wasn't in place. So yeah, I just sort of thought, well, maybe we'll start back up again, um, because like this YouTube, we were going through some of our old YouTube videos. Not that we did many then, but it was like such a cool memory for us. And so I think like that's sort of the way we're going to see this YouTube channel is it's like a memory archive of our adventures. Um, and we want to bring you along with us because the sort of really cool adventures that we go on and cool places we see and um, yeah, it's a sort of like we sort of love watching YouTube travel videos and we're very quiet people, so we want to create a quiet corner on the internet. Um, like I sort of feel like some of the YouTube travel videos can be intense and that's not the way you have to do it. We're very quiet, gentle people and you can travel you can travel gently and quietly. Um, and so like we want to sort of showcase the way we do it and maybe um, you might get inspired and enjoy traveling quietly and gently as well. um, but yeah, so that's like the YouTube channel to do a little gentle place, gentle corner of the internet. And maybe we'll do more sort of talking and show more of like maybe what we do and stuff like that. So anyway, this is just sort of like a bit of a teaser, see if it's good or not. Quite enjoy doing it. Ah, hi. Swashiyastu. Oh, oh, so cool. Oh, yeah. Suksama. Oh, that's so cool. Love Bali. So friendly, super friendly. I mean, we've been in Bali now for like 3 months almost. And if you had told me in my life I was going to stay and spend 3 months in Bali, I would have, said no way. Mainly because like there's such a stigma involved in the media about Bali from where we are, and sort of they always showcase like this party atmosphere, and I'm like, oh, that's not sort of us. And yeah, so well, just never really had any intention of coming here, but um, we came here and we sort of found ourselves sort of at the back of main areas, like where we are now is like 20 minutes, sort of just in the middle of Bali, sort of, and like we did a trip um, before, and we sort of went up to the north top of Bali through the middle, and went to Kintamani and um, the mountain there and the volcano and the lake, and then we went around the east coast, and it's so beautiful. Like, wow, I could easily get lost in here. I was so surprised. Like, Bali's just been so beautiful. I get away from the main areas and um, yeah, like the party scenes and stuff like that. I mean, if you're into that, it's cool, but we're not. So yeah, um, it's been just like this has exceeded my expectations so much. Like admittedly, it was my expectations were probably at zero, but this has just been so. Bali's has been so cool. Really loved our time here, um, and be back for sure. Although we're still staying here for ages, and we still like to go into other parts and going to do another trip to explore another area of Bali and stuff. Like, just what we've been so far, it's been beautiful. Everyone's so lovely. But yeah, so I want to take you, like as I said, we want to take you on a journey because we know that we're still going to keep on traveling. The funny thing is, we sort of don't know where we're going to go. Um, we've got like a general idea, but um, we haven't sort of pinned anything down, which is sort of unusual for us. By now, we would have had some things planned, but we just haven't really done it yet. And like even when we go to sort of talk about it, we just sort of brush it off for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, anyway, we want to go to Europe, obviously, and I could easily spend time in Korea again. Well, we got heaps. Like we've been watching like heaps of sort of hiking videos around like Hong Kong and hi. Yeah, so sort of been watching heaps of hiking videos around different parts of Southeast Asia and stuff. So I could see us sort of doing something cool like that. And so yeah, just sort of want to go out and enjoy. And yeah, we thought we'd take you along with us. Anyway, I assure you, our videos will be fun and uplifting. But I just wanted to share. I just wanted to share with you our journey, so you know where we are, and where we're coming from, and what we're doing. And I'm sure you will. And then yeah, sort of why we're doing what we're doing. um, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It's been cool. I've really enjoyed just talking. Anyway, stooping with you. I love stooping. I hope you had enjoyed just hanging with me as well. Anyway, hopefully we'll bring out more videos as the time goes by, and you get to sort of sit on our shoulder and enjoy the journey. Cool. Well, cool. Thanks so much for hanging out, and catch you in the next video.